Alright guys, good morning, and just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, these three popped their heads up out of nowhere, and it's like, oh my god, here we go again. So, Smash JT has an article breaking down this online summit between Kim Belair of Sweet Baby Inc., J.Ann Lopez of Black Girl Gamers, and of course, Ash Parrish of The Verge. I'm not going to play any of the audio clips, because again, it's just like 20 minutes of cringe, but the ironic part is the fact that they continue to stoke the flames of, quote, Gamergate 2.0, by discussing the toxic environment which the gaming space takes up. And the funny thing is, before these consultation companies, before these grifters decided to, start crying victim all the time about, race and gender and orientation, everyone in the gaming industry got along just fine. The bad actors in the gaming industry were always the studio executives and the corporations, the things like what were happening over at Ubisoft for a while, or Blizzard, or Activision. The actual disgusting behavior, not the gamers themselves. Well, we've seen this time and time again, and now they're actually hiding comments on the video. They're disabling comments, or even if you leave a comment, it just won't show up. The video has gotten ratioed 31 upvotes to 1.4 thousand dislikes, and the only comment on here that you can see is a positive one. So again, they are completely coping and lying and hiding people's actual response, and that's just what Sweet Baby Inc. does. They work on these projects, they contribute to the downfall of video games, like Fair Game, for example, which we've covered in the previous video, where they have people who are bad actors in the gaming industry, in the narrative design industry, where they are essentially trying to inject their ideologies and their left-wing politics into games, eat the rich, destroy the family structure, and heteronormativity has to go. And that's always what they attack, is the basic traditional lifestyle. So Alan Wake 2 is one of these games we're going to get into in a minute, because Sweet Baby Inc. was heavily involved in the making of this game. But before then, if you are looking to purchase any of the upcoming best-selling games like Age of Mythology Retold, and they even have the premium edition on here, check out Instant Gaming. They have got massive discounts on all these games. In fact, you can pick up Age of Mythology Retold Premium Edition on Steam right now for $40.43. Heck of a deal. And they even have my current month giveaway going. You can enter for the next 25 days to redeem whatever key of your choice on the website. Pick up any game you want if you win the competition. So yeah, go check these guys out. They have got fantastic rating, 4.7 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot. Go check them out today. Huge thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the channel. So Alan Wake 2 has been a bit of a controversy for a long time. This game has not yet made money. It's made money, but it has not made money yet for Remedy Entertainment, due to the fact that they had this deal with royalties where they essentially had to pay a certain amount before they actually were able to cash in on the game themselves. Epic Games, of course, is the one who's supposed to be getting the profit from the game first, and then Remedy will be getting their cut of it. And it has yet to happen. Now, the funny thing is, Alan Wake 2 has also been very, very controversial, given the fact that they race-swapped this character, Sega Anderson. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, to be honest. Never played Alan Wake 2. But again, they decided to replace the original actress, Maya Mamavara. Some Finnish name. I apologize for butchering that, but I don't speak Finnish. I took German, but it's very different. And of course, this was met with a lot of backlash. People were not happy with this decision at the time. And of course, you can see that it has massively impacted the sale of Alan Wake 2, because despite the first game being massively successful, nobody wanted the second game. It's clear. They sold copies, but when the studio that developed it hasn't made money yet, that's a problem. Especially since it's been several years since this game came out. So now you see that this article from that Park Place has made the situation go from bad to worse, where the Alan Wake 2 community manager has called for bigots to be removed from gaming communities, which, again, we've seen this kind of rhetoric time and time again, but it's always the same kind of people saying the same kind of things, and it never gets old, because the fact that these people don't like criticism, they don't like gamers, they don't like people who have a different opinion than them or see the world through a different lens, and they want them silenced. So that Park Place article says Senior Community Manager for Remedy Entertainment, Vita Starcevic, I don't know, called for bigots to be removed from gaming communities in the wake of Firewalk Studios Concord being boycotted and shut down due to low sales. Nico Partners Director of Research Daniel Ahmed initially reacted to the game being shut down, saying the comments around Concord from right-wing gamers show the power of collective self-deception. If you say delusional stuff about DEI enough times and build a conspiracy-focused narrative, they start seeing the false narrative everywhere. I guess we have to live with this now. He added in a follow-up, and of course the underlying emotional response is just standard bigotry and nothing new. Except now there are grifters putting on a 4-act stage play about how capital owners have gone woke and therefore no longer care about the profit motive for some reason. No, it's not a stage play. Essentially, these ESG funds are propping these companies up, and because they believe they're on the right side of history, they're going to do what they feel they need to. Podcaster Khalif Adams, reacted to Ahmed's commentary and wrote, "Prune all your gardens, push out bad actors, prepare your teams for the current conversation zeitgeist, give your community and social teams autonomy and resources to battle against toxicity. Relay how all of this can impact the bottom line early to investors." Kind of sounds like what Kim Belair said about, scare them into what's going to happen if they don't hire your services, take your services on. Then you have this one from Starcevic who says, what Ka said, but I guess she means Khalif Adams, but also uplift the good eggs, protect and support those who need it. Twitter has never been this full of accounts who are peddling hate 24/7, but it's still where a lot of the good parts of the games community happen. Prune your gardens and let flowers grow. And then in a subsequent post, she adds, getting bigots out of your communities is a band-aid and not a permanent solution. Modeling desired behaviors. Very interesting way of putting it. And championing the kinds of community members you want to be. The majority in your community takes effort and time. Start early, practice often, small steps are steps too. So they're saying, you guys, the majority of gamers, the people who don't like necessarily the agenda-driven games, the narrative consultation companies like Sweet Baby Inc., all the DEI crap and wokeness being forced into games where it's like, no, give me a game full of brown people, but make them attractive. Give me a game with a lesbian character, but make her likable. Like, you can do all these things, but you have to make a good story and likable characters from the ground up. You can't just say, inject, brown people here or LGBT people here, and we're going to have a diverse and inclusive game. No, how about you represent something that everybody wants? Good playable characters, good storylines. So again, it's just one more of the situations where you have community managers lashing out, attacking their fan base, attacking gamers. We've seen this one from Helldivers 2, a game that is massively spiraling at this point. They're losing players left and right. The devs, unfortunately, are doing things in the game, nerfing builds and everything else, and nerfing weapons, causing players to revolt, essentially. And their community managers have always been, from the get-go, incredibly left-wing woke and attacking people who don't want politics in their game, despite the fact that, yes, I understand Helldivers 2 is a quote-unquote political satire, but there's a difference between political satire and injecting modern world politics and views into a game. So again, community managers are pretty much the bane of the existence of the gaming community, and I just find it ironic that time and time again, it's always the same kind of people who go after gamers, who attack them, who side with Sweet Baby Inc., who side with the diverse and inclusive crowd, and yet spend their time online saying, well, we want to be diverse and inclusive, but we want to push out 99% of the gaming community because we don't like their politics, their opinion, we don't like the criticism, we don't like their toxic masculinity, or any of the negative comments that they leave on our posts. So I'm going to leave it right there, guys. Let me know what you think about all this. Go check out Instant Gaming. Huge shout out to them for supporting us here at the channel, and I will catch you guys later. All right, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for being here. I do have 2 channels, Minimal Effort Podcast, as well as my gaming channel. I do have a Twitch and Kick for my gaming channel. We do live streams over there occasionally, maybe once a week. And then if you are in the market for a new PC, make sure to check out Meta PCs. Click the link I have down below. Use code TBO at checkout for a special discount. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.